Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to talk about the social sentiment related to crypto. This chart looks at the word cloud of the popular narratives over the last 7 days, as well as some of the recently gaining popular narratives. So it's a weighted list of narratives which are gaining popularity over the last 1 week. The election and election related discussions were uh, very vastly discussed on the crypto related social media accounts on X and YouTube. That was one of the bigger narrative. The bullish sentiment is back in the market. You can find that in terms of the price action as well. Over the last 24 hours, the prices have risen by about 2%. If you look at over the last 7 days and just look at some of the uh, top cryptos by market cap, most of them have a double digit gain over the last 7 days. This has not happened since March of 2024. And we'll also look at what these narratives over here are pointing to in terms of some of the upcoming weeks and months in the crypto market. Bitcoin definitely has the attention of the market, especially since the prices uh, are close to the price discovery every single day. The Bitcoin is hitting a new all-time high uh, at around now. At the price is at around 77,000, almost at around 77,000. At one point, the prices did go at around 76,850. Now cooled off by $100 or so. But over the last 7 days, you can see the prices have risen by more than $8,000 to $9,000. And that's a big amount for an asset which is already around around 1.5 trillion in market cap. Now the market cap of BTC is slightly higher than 1.5 trillion. Now that the election is over, some of the recently elected candidates are also being discussed, and definitely some of the altcoins, as well as the overall bullish sentiment in the market. The SEC related narratives are being discussed, as well as meme coins talk about the SEC chairman, and some of the other high capped market capped altcoins such as Cardano, Solana are garnering some of the attention. Ethereum also over the last 7 day or so, a rally of about 15% over the last 7 days, and especially over the last 24 hours at around almost 8% rally. um, in terms of ether. So that is where the market is at this point in time. This is the narrative based view. If you look at the latest risk score in the market is at around 0.62, 62% risk. Back in March of 2025, the risk levels were at around 75%. Especially now that we have this in slight increase in the risk over the last 1 or 2 days, from 62% back to 68%. Again, this gets reflected after 24 hours. Every 24 hours, the latest risk score is somewhere at around 70%. So again, we'll keep note of how high this score goes. This looks at only top 10 cryptos by market cap, and if they are signaling some top signal or bottom signal. So that's the idea with this social sentiment. Now we'll focus some attention on Maker, which is one of the DeFi related plays. Has had a significant rally over the last 24 hours, about 19%, currently priced at around $1,570. The machine learning based price forecast for this week was at around $1,554. This is the average weekly price. Again, still could be true, considering we spend most of the week below this price of around $1,554. Right now prices are slightly higher than that. The bull case forecasted by our machine learning model between $1,500 to about $3,800 for Maker. This is one of the DeFi related plays with a fixed supply of around 1 million tokens. So does not have that the tokenomics does not have too many tokens left to be released into circulation. Out of the 1 million Maker tokens, about 877, almost 88% of the max supply is in circulation. So again, and this particular crypto has a rebranding related uh, narrative as well. So that's where a Maker is on its USD pair. In terms of analyzing on its regression based analysis, the prices are uh, lower than the 1 standard deviation bottom. The fair value for Maker per hour model is at around $3,200, and the 2 standard deviation ceiling, which the price came really close back in April. At that time, the 2 standard deviation ceiling was at around 4K. Now it's at around $8,800. So $8,800 Maker would be as overvalued as it was back in March when the price was around 4K. In terms of analyzing some of the accumulation zones for a Maker, again, none of the content is financial advice. This is the current risk level associated with Maker coming in at around 0.12 risk. Some of the topping scenarios for Maker between 0.6 and 0.8 is some of the moderate targets between $4,200 to about $5,000 level, and the higher end of the target between 5K to about 5.8 thousand, almost 5.9 thousand, one could say. That's the SMA based target for Maker. And per the DCA model, again, the prices have risen quite a bit to about 7% risk, but again, some of the lower risk environment, again, you can see the prices in this risk regimen have yielded a significant return if DCAing or at these risk levels eventually was beneficial. Again, this is not financial advice, this is just historical analysis. Whenever the risk is between 0 and 0.1, based on this proportional distance between the price and the regression based fair value. But this is a very conservative model of risk reward. Per this model, a long range estimate between 4.8 thousand Maker, between that and about $7,000 Maker would be a slightly conservative estimate for the entire bull run, and toward the higher side is between 7,000 and 8,500. That's the target per this model. At this point, the price is at around $1,500, represent in terms of reward around 5.5x. And the time weighted average price, again, this model looks at the relationship between the price and this blue line, which is the time weighted average price. For this model, the prices are slightly above the $1,250 time weighted average price, but again, this risk level is not too high. Let's check in terms of the time weighted average price based risk score. Over here, the risk levels are pointing to about 13% risk and about 87% reward. In terms of the estimated bull case, if that is a summary of all these three models that we discussed, 4% regression risk, 0% time weighted average risk, SMA risk at around 5%. This is again the risk reward based theoretical forecast. Again, this model is not updated as much. So again, this is an outlandish claim at around $45,000. Again, I don't see that happening. That would be too high at this point in time. But again, this is the expected value based bull case scenario for Maker. Again, to summarize everything, at around the other two models and the machine learning based price forecast between 7,000 and 8,500. Some of the higher end of this forecast per the DCA model, the SMA model between 4,250 to about 5,200 in the moderate term, and again towards as we move further away into the future, between 5,000 to 5,800 per this model. And last but not the least, the machine learning based price forecast between $1,500 to about $3,800 between now and March of 2025 at 1 standard deviation. The 2 standard deviation case becomes quite outlandish, but again, to keep in mind, that would be somewhere between $1,700 and about $18,000 Maker at this 2 standard deviation case. If that is the euphoria case for Maker, quite similar to what Maker did during last year at around last market cycle at around end of December of 2020. Per the 4-year market cycle, that would be somewhere December January 2024. At that point in time, again, that's when the forecasts would have some interpretation, where at that point the price action between $1,800 and about $4,600, that's the 2 standard deviation ceiling for Maker between now and end of year 2024. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.